Hi everyone. So I just wanted to make a quick video letting you guys know about something recently that we have done. Um, all I gotta say is right now, don't leave your animals in your house that you are being kicked out of in this economy, or anytime, even if you're staying in your house and you don't want to keep your animals for whatever reason. There's this cat that's like a neighborhood cat over here where I live, and she has been walking around. She's roughly a year old. When we first moved into this current house that we're living in, I remember she was a baby, and she's a little cat, and she's the sweetest thing in the world. And when we moved in, we believed she had a family, but maybe a week later, I think, the family had moved out. The house was empty. It's right across the street from our house, and we remembered still seeing the cat that was theirs. She's been roaming the neighborhoods ever since then. It's been a year now that we've lived here, and she has been abandoned. She recently started coming around our house just a couple of months ago. She was coming around a lot more often. She kind of went away for a long time. She comes back and she's more grown up, but she's extremely thin, really tiny. She looks like she was a little bit sick, if anything. So we started taking care of her. We started giving her nourishment, giving her food, giving her water, trying to get her inside our house when it was hot, because when she came over it was still summer. So we've been trying to take care of her. Then she would disappear, and then as of the last 2 months she's been coming around a lot more, and we started feeding her and giving her food, water. Now that it's cold, we're letting her in our house. We keep bringing her in, trying to get her in, and right now she's sleeping in my parents' room, and she's not being taken care of. She's alone. We're the only ones taking care of her, and we might end up adopting her and keeping her, because abandoning an animal, I couldn't imagine doing that, even in the worst situation. I know it can become expensive to take care of an animal, but if you know you're being evicted from your home, because in my neighborhood there are so many abandoned homes. Like, I know for a lot of people in America right now, there's a lot of people who are being kicked out of their homes, and it's extremely heartbreaking to know, but the animals should not be paying the price for people to just leave their animals and think, oh, well, it's an outdoors cat, it'll survive. No, this cat, we're in the desert. There's no lakes anywhere. She's not really able to get much food. So we're heartbroken about this, and we're bringing her in our house because I couldn't sleep at night knowing she's out there and stuck in the cold, and even when it was hot, didn't want to leave her out in the heat. So we have taken her in, and I think that anybody who comes across a stray animal, of course you can't take them to shelters all the time these days, because so many shelters are kill shelters, and that's sickening, and that's a whole other video to go into. But all I'm saying is, if you live near a no-kill shelter and you know it's like a sanctuary, or you know somebody who can take in an animal if you're being kicked out of your home, or if you're just simply not able to take care of your animal no more, please do not abandon them and leave them to die. I mean, where I live, it gets up to 120. It really does. They don't say that on the news here, but we leave thermometers out front, and just this summer it got up to 120. And now, right now outside, I think it's 34, 36 degrees. Animals should not have to survive in that if they are what's considered domesticated animals. She's just a cat. She's short-haired. She cannot be out there alone in this cold. It's just it's not right. I can't sleep at night if she was out there. And I guess the point of this video is just sharing with you, if you're being kicked out of your house, it's terrible. I can't imagine what you're going through. It's awful. I mean, we rent. We don't own our house. We don't own any of the houses that we've rented. But if you are being kicked out of your home, or you just simply cannot take care of your animal no more, that's understandable. But don't make them pay the price. Don't leave them there to die. Don't leave them there. That is not fair. It's so fucked up if you do that. And if you know somebody who is planning on doing that, stop them. Craigslist right now. There's a lot of posts saying don't post free animals because there's some really sick people out there that want to torture animals and do unimaginable things to them. So I guess my advice that I'm saying is, if you know somebody who cannot take care of their animals anymore, look for a sanctuary or tell them to find a friend or somebody that they can trust to take these animals, because these animals should not just be left to die and abandoned. They need care, they need food, they need water. They're just like us. They need things to survive, and they want to survive. They want to live. And I think that these animals shouldn't be mistreated like that. And I'm more than happy that we are taking this animal inside and keeping her with us right now, because I could not sleep at night, or I couldn't relax knowing that she's out there, because I just couldn't. And I don't think any of the people who watch my videos could handle that either. I think you guys would bring the animal in, or you would do something that you could to keep them safe and out of harm's way. And yeah, I know cats are very independent, very strong animals. A lot of dogs are too, a lot of cows, pigs. Every animal is different. This cat in particular, she gets into a lot of fights with the other neighborhood cats, and just a couple of days ago she came over to our house, our porch, and has a lot of marks under her arms, and she's really pink and swelled, and it's kind of ripped open, so we've been taking care of that. And there's coyotes out where I live, so last year I know that a coyote supposedly killed a cat where I live, so that's another reason why I didn't want to leave her out there, because we don't want to chance her being killed or being eaten or being abused by somebody or an animal, because we don't want to chance that happening to her. It would be like losing an animal that I've already had in our care for a long time. I couldn't imagine it. So with this animal, I love her. We've become so attached to her. She's the sweetest thing. She's really feisty. She's really playful. She's barely over a year old. So all my advice is, if you are able to take care of an animal who is abused or abandoned, like in her case, she's been abandoned and left here, do what you can. I know that feeding them and taking care of them can sometimes be time consuming if you're very busy, but if you know somebody who's able to take care of animals who have been abused and stuff or abandoned, please do what you can, because they really need our care just as much as a child would be if a child was left on a doorstep. You know, they would need to be taken care of and probably given to their parents, but with this case we can't do that with this cat, so we decided to take care of her for now, and we might end up keeping her, I don't know, but she's just the sweetest thing. And it's cold outside, people. Bring your animals in. Keep them safe. If you see an abandoned animal, do what you can and what you think is the right thing to do to take care of them. So I'm not trying to tell anybody what you have to do if you're being evicted from your home, or if you see an abused animal, you have to do this. I'm just saying, put yourself in the animal's shoes and think, would you want to be abandoned and left without your family, no food, no water, nobody, and you're just fending for yourself, sleeping on the street? It's not good for anybody, not even humans, and it's not good for animals. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope that this is just a video that can help remind somebody that animals get abandoned too in this, and they're affected by this economy too. They're affected all over the world. Much for watching. I'm going closer to the 10-minute mark, and I didn't want to ramble. So thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great night, okay? Bye guys.